Hello everyone, welcome to the session of current affairs. So this is the April 4th week current affairs and we have already completed 3 videos and I hope these videos are giving you enough information regarding the current affairs. And speaking about the written notes, I had mentioned in the previous video that I'll be quoting a date, a particular day when the notes will be available in the said Xerox centers. So every month by 10th you will be getting the current affairs written notes, and of course the addresses are already mentioned. One is Harsha Xerox Center in Jaynagar, Saptapur, Dharwad, and one more is Laxmi Net Point, which is in Srinagar, Dharwad. Very soon I'll also mention the Bangalore address also. So currently these two are the places where you can get the notes. So we shall move to the first issue of the last week of April. So CYRUS Poonawalla is the richest healthcare billionaire in the world. Very important issue and there are very chances of asking this actually. So 2022 healthcare billionaires list is out and the total wealth of world's top 100 healthcare billionaires is almost $720 billion. Okay. So this is the total wealth of world's top 100 healthcare billionaires, and among them China has highest healthcare industry billionaires with 34. Among the top 100 we have 34 billionaires from China and 16 billionaires from USA, 15 from Switzerland, 11 from Germany and 9 from India. Remember, we have 9 healthcare billionaires in the top 100 list from India, and among them CYRUS Poonawalla is the toppest, or he is the richest healthcare billionaire in the world. He is 80 years old and he is the head of the Serum Institute of India, right? Poonawalla, who is the chairman and managing director of Serum Institute of India. So he has topped the Hurun Global Healthcare Rich List 2022. And here are the top 5, and among top 5 we have 2 Indians. One is CYRUS Poonawalla and top 5 is again Dilip Shanghvi and family. So Dilip Shanghvi and family, he is the head of the Sun Pharmaceuticals. So these two have got the place in the top 5. So you'll have to remember this list actually, at least top 5 you have to remember. So we'll see the question now. Arrange the following people from most richest healthcare billionaires in the world. So of course we know that first is CYRUS Poonawalla, second is Thomas First, third is Li Ziting, fourth is Xuhan, and fifth is Dilip Shanghvi. Okay, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So list we have just seen in the previous slide also. So please remember that. Along with that, you'll have to remember China has the most healthcare industry billionaires with 33 out of 100. Okay. Then the next issue. Silent Model Bank Award. IndusLand Bank wins Silent Model Bank Award under the category of Payment System Transformation for building a best-in-class enterprise payment hub. The award acknowledges the bank's outstanding journey in creating a cloud-based central payments hub that is capable of seamlessly processing high transaction loads originating across all forms of payment instructions and across all originating client touchpoint. So mainly this Silent Model Bank Award is being given to the IndusLand Bank for the reason for building a best-in-class enterprise payment hub. So you'll have to remember this, and this is under the category of Payment System Transformation. So remember this. See, along with this you will have to know a bit about the IndusLand Bank. There are chances of asking. So IndusLand Bank was founded in the year 1994. Okay, it was founded in the year 1994 and headquarters is in Mumbai. So many a times how the questions have been asked is they'll just give that excellent model bank award is been won by so and so bank, and they may ask where is the headquarters, or they may ask who is the MD or CEO, or they may ask the tagline. So many questions may be asked. MD and CEO of IndusLand is Sumant Katpalia. Okay, then how about the tagline? See, tagline of IndusLand is we make you feel richer. We make you feel richer is the tagline of the IndusLand Bank. The question: IndusLand Bank recently has been awarded with Excellent Model Bank Award. What is its tagline? We have just seen that the tagline is we make you feel richer. So how about these other taglines? This pure banking, nothing else. So this is the tagline of SBI. Then we understand your world. This is the tagline of HDFC. And let's make money simple. This is the tagline of Kotak Mahindra. Kotak Mahindra. And we make you feel richer. This is the tagline of IndusLand. Okay. So the next issue. India's first portable solar rooftop system. See, the country's first portable solar rooftop system was inaugurated at Swami Narayan Akshardham Temple Complex in Gandhinagar. Remember this very important issue actually. So, the Servotech Power Systems, okay, Servotech Power Systems, a solar and energy efficient products manufacturer. So, this has installed the India's first portable solar rooftop system at this particular temple. Fine. See, the installation of the 10 portable rooftop solar systems has been supported by the German development agency called as ZIZ. Okay. So remember, so this particular project is being supported by one of the German development agency. The company operates under the Make in India initiative and has been given the responsibility of installing 40 such PV port systems throughout the Gandhinagar. So where exactly it has been inaugurated? It has been inaugurated or installed in the Akshardham temple of Gandhinagar. So the question is, India's first portable solar rooftop system was inaugurated at which place? It has been inaugurated at Gandhinagar, the Akshardham temple of the Gandhinagar. Next issue, 7th edition of RAISINA Dialogue. So this usually will be in the news, so you have to be very cautious about this particular news. Okay, see, the RAISINA Dialogue is India's premier foreign policy conference. This is one of the most important conferences which take place in India, and this is organized along the lines of the Shangri-La Dialogue held in Singapore and co-hosted by the Ministry of External Affairs and the Observer Research Foundation. It takes its names from the RAISINA Hills where India's seat of power resides. And this has taken place from April 25th to 27, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi has inaugurated this 7th edition of the RAISINA Dialogue. And who was the chief guest of this? See, the European Commission head, okay, European Commission head Ursula von der Leyen is the chief guest. So we shall write it here, Ursula von der Leyen. So is the chief guest for this particular 7th edition of the RAISINA Dialogue. And how about the theme of this 7th edition? It's Terra Nova, Impassioned, Impatient, Imperiled. Okay, Terra Nova, Impassioned, Impatient and Imperiled is the theme, and this will be modeled along the 6 thematic pillars, that is rethinking democracy, trade, technology and ideology, end of multilateralism, a network global order, water causes, that's turbulent tides in the Indo-Pacific communities, transitions, Then common imperative, diverging realities, Samson versus Goliath, the persistent and relentless technology wars. See, the RAISINA dialogue which started in 2016, remember it started in 2016. So this is India's premier conference on geoeconomics committed to addressing the most challenging issues facing the global community. And the conference is organized by Ministry of External Affairs in collaboration with the Observer Research Foundation. Remember this. This is organized by Ministry of External Affairs and the Observer Research Foundation. Okay. So these things you have to remember, and remember the theme Terra Nova, impassioned, impatient, imperiled. Okay. Then the next issue. DHANLAXMI Bank signs MOU with CBDT and CBIC for tax collection. So DHANLAXMI Bank has signed a memorandum of understanding with what is CBDT? It is Central Board of Direct Taxes, and what is CBIC? It is Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. Okay, so it has signed the MOU with CBDT and CBIC for collection of taxes. So what is the benefit of this? What is the benefit of this particular MOU is? So with this, customers will soon be able to pay their direct taxes and the GST payments and other indirect taxes through the DHANLAXMI Bank branch network as well as the digital platforms of the bank. So the question is, recently CBDT and CBIC signed with which bank for the customers to pay their direct taxes and GST payments and other indirect taxes through the branch network and digital platforms of the bank? It is the DHANLAXMI Bank. Next issue. World Book and Copyright Day 2022. So World Book and Copyright Day, which is also known as World Book Day. Okay, this is also known as World Book Day, and this is celebrated every year on April 23. Okay, it is celebrated every year on April 23, and this is mainly to promote and recognize the benefits of reading books, publishing and copyrights. So why April 23 is been selected? So that is mainly because April 23 is an important day for literature as it marks the birth and death of several prominent authors. So a few authors they have mentioned here. Manuel Major, Vallejo and Maurice Duran were born on April 23, whereas William Shakespeare, Miguel de Cervantes and Joseph Pla died on April 23rd. So since many of the famous authors are either born on that day or they died on that day, so this particular day is been selected to celebrate as the World Book and Copyright Day. So here what you have to remember is, one is you have to remember that it is celebrated on April 23rd. So other important thing which you have to remember here is Guadalajara, which is a city in the Mexico, has been named as the World Book Capital for the year 2022. Guadalajara of the Mexico is being named as the World Book Capital for the year 2022. Remember this. So let's see the question on this. Which city has been named World Book Capital for the year 2022? We know that it's Guadalajara, Mexico. How about the Madrid, Spain? See, this particular Madrid has been named as this was the first city to be named as the World Book Capital in the year 2001. Okay, so this particular celebration, this selection of the World Book Capital started from the year 2001, and the first city which got selected as the World Book Capital was Madrid, Spain in the year 2001. Okay, the next issue. India's first carbon neutral panchayat. Very, very important news. So you will have to remember this. There are very chances of asking it. Pali in Jammu becomes India's first carbon neutral panchayat. So there is a 500 kilowatt solar power plant at Pali, and which has been inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the Samba district. Remember, this is getting inaugurated in the Samba district of Jammu and Kashmir. So which will make it country's first panchayat to become the carbon neutral panchayat. The question on this will be, which is India's first carbon neutral panchayat? It is Pali in Jammu and Kashmir, or they can also give it as Pali in Samba district of Jammu. Fine. Okay, the next issue. World Intellectual Property Day is observed every year on which day? So this is celebrated every year on April 26th. Okay, so what's the importance? The day is celebrated mainly to raise the awareness of the impact of how patents, copyright, trademarks and design affect our daily life, and the role of intellectual property rights is used for encouraging innovation and creativity in societies across the globe. How about the theme? So theme here is intellectual property and youth. The theme was intellectual property and youth. So it is innovating for a better future. Innovating for a better future. So this was the theme. Okay, so remember, it is celebrated on April 26th, and the theme you have to remember, intellectual property or IP and youth, innovating for a better future. Okay, the next issue. Which state has started the bus service with a totally digital ticketing system? So it is Maharashtra. Okay, it's Maharashtra. So Maharashtra State Environment Minister, that is Aditya Thackeray, so he inaugurated the city's first completely digital bus on the Gateway of India to Churchgate route. So remember this, Gateway of India to Churchgate route, with a unique tap-in tap-out feature. So Brihan Mumbai Electricity Supply and Transport, which is shortly called as BEST, is the India's first bus service to go completely digital, and they also said that we will be implementing this in all the 10 buses on this route in a few days, and later expand it to all 438 routes across the city. So either they can give Maharashtra in the option, or they can just give Brihan Mumbai Electricity Supply and Transport, or just BEST. Okay, so however, very important issue, please remember this. Next issue, Parvatmala project. So very important project, and it is mainly accounting for the tourism here. Okay, so Union Finance Minister in the Union Budget for 2022 and 23 had announced the National Ropeways Development Program. National Ropeways Development Program, which was called as Parvatmala, to improve the connectivity in the hilly areas. And this will be taken mainly on the PPP model, that is public-private partnership mode. Why they have chosen to take it on the PPP model is that is mainly it seems to be ecologically sustainable and alternative in place of the conventional roads. Fine. And this idea is to improve connectivity and convenience for commuters besides promoting the tourism. So the scheme is being presently started in the regions like Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Manipur, Jammu and Kashmir and other northeast states. And remember, the nodal ministry here is the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways is the nodal ministry. So remember this. Usually they ask the implementing agency or the nodal agency. So it is Ministry of Road Transport and Highways is the nodal agency for the Parvatmala project. Okay. The next issue. India's first district with library in every panchayat. Seems very interesting actually. So here Jamtara in Jharkhand, actually no one could expect that Jharkhand would make such an achievement, because literacy rates are quite low in the Jharkhand. So in the option, when you see a state like Kerala which have achieved 100% literacy, definitely attention moves to such a area, but no one would have been expected that Jharkhand would have been the answer. So it is Jamtara becomes first village or the first district with library in every village, where all the Gram Panchayats have community libraries. So this district with a population of about 8 lakhs has a total of 118 Gram Panchayats, under 6 blocks, and each panchayat has a well equipped library which is open for students from 9 am to 5 pm. Okay, so it is Jamtara, Jharkhand is the answer. Alright. Next issue. Mother Nature, a living being with legal entity. So again something very interesting. So the Madras High Court has invoked the parens patria jurisdiction to declare Mother Nature as a living being with all corresponding rights, duties and liabilities of a living person in order to preserve and conserve them. So what exactly is this parens patria jurisdiction? This means that parent of the nation. Okay, parens patria jurisdiction is, it simply means that it is the parent of the nation. And see, earlier in the year 2017, Uttarakhand High Court had granted the Ganga and Yamuna rivers the same legal status as human beings, but however Supreme Court has overruled this particular order. Again in 2018, Uttarakhand had declared the entire animal kingdom, including the avian as well as the aquatic, as the legal entities actually. So this is not the first attempt, but anyways, like Supreme Court had ruled out the Yamuna and Ganga orders, but now the Madras High Court has again invoked one such orders, that is Mother Nature as the living being. So you'll have to remember this. Remember that Madras High Court had given the judgment on the Mother Nature, and Uttarakhand had given the judgment on Yamuna and Ganga rivers as well as the entire animal kingdom, including the avian and the aquatic animals. Okay, the next issue. India is third highest military spender in the world. First highest spender is US. Second is China. Okay, this is first, this is second, and India is third highest. So India was the third highest military spender in the world behind the US and China, as the global defense expenditure reached an all-time high of $2.1 trillion. Remember this, global defense expenditure has reached an all-time high of $2.1 trillion in 2021, hitting records level despite the coronavirus pandemic. So this particular data is being given by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, which is simply called as SIPRI. And according to the data published by SIPRI, the top 5 military spenders are US, China, India, UK and Russia. And these 5 countries totally account for 62% of total military expenditure on the world. So remember, India is the third highest military spender. Next issue. Pranahita Pushkaralu is celebrated in which state? So Pranahita Pushkaralu, it is celebrated in the state of Telangana. Okay, it's a festival organized on the banks of Pranahita river. So Pranahita river is the largest tributary of the Godavari. Okay, it is the largest tributary of the Godavari. And remember, this Pranahita originates in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Pranahita, it originates in Madhya Pradesh, and it merges with the Godavari at the Kaleshwaram, Telangana. So if you see this particular map here, so here this is the place called as Kaleshwaram. Okay, and this is the place where this Pranahita actually joins the Godavari. And remember, Pranahita is one of the largest tributary. It is the largest tributary of the Godavari river. And this Kaleshwaram, this is called as the Triveni Sangam, as 3 rivers will join here. One is Pranahita. Okay, one is Pranahita. Another one is Godavari, of course. Godavari. And another river is Saraswati. Okay, Saraswati. So these 3 places, Sangam point or confluence point is the Kaleshwaram, and This particular Godavari, this rises from the Trimbakeshwar of the Nasik district of Maharashtra, and this Pranahita, this originates in the Madhya Pradesh. Both will come and they join at this particular Kaleshwaran. Okay. See, you have to know a bit about this Godavari river because it is one of the biggest rivers of the South India. Among the tributaries of Godavari, Pranahita is the largest tributary, and this Pranahita is a combination of three more rivers. One is the Penaganga, other one is Varada, and then another one is the Vainganga. So here are the tributaries, okay, Varada, Vainganga and Pranahita rivers. So these together will flow as the Pranahita and then they join at this particular confluence point. Okay. So next issue. Recently, which company has partnered with the Pune based NGO to protect the mangrove forests? So the answer is Apple here. Apple has teamed with the Applied Environmental Research Foundation, which is a Pune based non-governmental organization, to safeguard a 2,400 hectares mangrove environment in Maharashtra's Raigad region. And remember, what is the importance of the mangroves? Mangroves are a group of trees and shrubs that live in a coastal, intertidal zone at a tropical and the subtropical latitudes. And the importance is that they prevent climate change as they can store vast amount of carbon, and they can stabilize the coastline, which can reduce the erosion from storm surges or currents or waves and tides. Okay. So the protection or the safeguarding of the mangroves is very, very important to save the nature, and such a project is picked up by the Apple in collaboration with a Pune based NGO, that is the Applied Environmental Research Foundation. Okay. The next issue. Fincultivation is launched by. The answer here is Indian Post and Payments Bank. When you see the word Fincultivation, definitely your attention may go towards the Department of Fisheries. No, it's a wrong answer, guys. It's been launched by Indian Post Payments Bank, shortly called as IPPB, and this is an joint initiative to collaborate with fintech startup community to co-create and innovate the solutions for the financial inclusions. So on the occasion of the 75th anniversary of Indian independence and ongoing Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav, this is a very important scheme. So as a part of the Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav, so Indian Post Payments Bank, which is an 100% government owned entity under the Department of Posts, it has announced the launch of Fincultivation, which is a joint initiative to collaborate with fintech startup community to co-create and innovate solutions for financial inclusions. So these are some of the important issues which took place in the last week of April, and by this we complete the current affairs of the complete April month. So I have tried my best to include almost all the important issues which took place in the April, and as I said earlier, the notes will be available within 10th of the May month. You can go and get the copies in the said Xerox centers. So I'll see you guys again in the next video with the May month current affairs. Thank you.